I'm ready for Victoria tonight. I've got my princess cup. I've got my organic sparkling cider, and I'm ready to get wild. This is like the not as cool version of Roses and Rosé. Mean Girls and Mocktails. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Look at Life Project. It is your girl, AWOL, Allison Crystal Mascarello. Allison Crystal Mascarello the first. A to the L-O. Hello. However you know me, thanks for being here. We're Bachelor recap. That's what we're here for. Doing another recap of Mean Girls 3. Let the Turd Fest continue.
It's hard because I really felt something with Sarah and the time that we spent together. And we talked about a lot of stuff that I hadn't shared with anybody. And what if there are going to be more?
You telling somebody your personal life stories doesn't make you fit to be a wife or a husband. So the fact that he makes such a big deal out of like whether or not somebody tells them their deepest, whether or not somebody tells you, Matt, your deepest, darkest secrets, doesn't mean they're going to be a good wife, okay? And so when Sarah wasn't ready to like tell him everything, he was like,
she don't really like open up to me, so I don't know if this is gonna work or not or what
I just have problems with that, Matt.
Don't want to be a part of my journey.
Okay, Matt, she wanted to be a part of your journey, but like, I don't like Matt.
What if the other girls don't like me too?
It's not about she didn't like you, Matt. It's about she has to go be with her family, and you should just let her go do that, okay? Okay, bye.
Like, Sarah left, so like, bye. Like, relationships are hard, and if you're telling me the first time things get hard, you pack your bags, yeah, I'm already like, bye.
I can't wait for MJ to watch these episodes back, and she's like,
the first time things get hard, like, bye, like, girl, bye.
You bye, MJ. You bye. You can leave with your bad attitude and all these other mean girls we're about to watch.
Peace.
Yeah. Just the trash took itself out.
Can you stop? Seriously?
Did Sarah leaving mean that the trash took itself out? Victoria. I'm not one to just like be mean to people because they're mean to other people, but you're the one who's behaving like trash. Let's all take a moment to appreciate Katie for the anti-bullying queen that she is.
She's gone. There's no point to keep talking about her or saying negative things.
No, I won't stop, Katie. I'll do whatever the I want.
Okay, well, you can keep being toxic and rude about it.
I'm not toxic.
She's just not here. What's the point?
Oh my God, shut up, Katie. Literally.
Victoria seems to thrive on being mean to other girls.
I wonder what this is going to mean for your group date.
I just hope it doesn't fog him up for the rest of the day.
This is just Sarah leaving. This isn't even to the juicy stuff that was given to us in the This isn't even the stuff that's going to make them mad. This is like small biscuits. Unfortunately, this isn't even the beginning of what Katie has to babysit. I hope she's getting paid by the hour.
I don't know. I was showing everybody these pictures before. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe you look like that with hair. You look like a different person.
I think you look great both ways.
I mean, thanks.
Yeah, no, I like your hair.
Thank you. I don't know. I think people don't realize how emotional hair can be.
Yeah.
Especially like for Black women.
Yeah.
Just because like I literally had been like chemically straightening my hair since I was 2 years old. Like all my friends are white. My school was white.
Yeah.
And I didn't even feel comfortable like leaving my house without my hair being straight. Like there were times I just had so much anxiety and stress about like what people were gonna think. So when I finally decided to shave it, it was like such an emotionally like freeing experience.
The first time I saw you, you got out of the limo, I was just like, damn. Yeah, the Bam Bam dress on from.
I had to like give you a wow moment. Like,
well, every time you come in the room, it's a wow moment.
This was one of my favorite moments of the episode because number one, she's gorgeous. Number two, Matt handled this like a champ. He got like half a point back for me because he was so sweet. And then he said like, oh, the Bam Bam dress. I don't have a Bam Bam dress. I have a couple pairs of Bam Bam sweatpants though that I like to wear. I really like that he said every time you walk into the room is a wow moment. Cute. I'm glad that she shared this because I have no idea what it's like to have anxiety about why my hair is naturally the way that it is and why I don't look like. I just really appreciate people like Chelsea sharing those type of things so that small town dum-dums like me who want to know more about somebody else's experience or somebody else's struggle get to hear and see it, even though we might not ever be able to understand it. I don't want to be the type of person that makes somebody feel like they have to be a certain type of way in order to be around me. So Chelsea, thank you. Do I just need to put in the clip from last week about the mac and cheese? Stop miking people's kisses. Yeah.
So I just really didn't like when you shut me down during group conversation, and I feel like you've done that on multiple occasions.
Are you talking about today when you were calling Sarah names?
When I said the trash took itself out, I just would love an apology because
You're not gonna get an
you
apology.
told me to stop when I wasn't done expressing myself.
Expressing yourself and name calling are two different things.
I didn't appreciate you calling me out in front of everyone for just being the absolute rudest person in the house. Put the crown on and walk away, Katie. You win. Katie for Bachelorette.
I'm not insecure nor attacking you.
So what are you trying to
Katie.
accomplish with this conversation? Like, what's the point?
I think it's rude the way you speak to me.
She has the wherewithal to know when somebody's speaking to her in a rude way, but she has no idea when she's speaking rudely to someone else. The fact that the producers still have her on this show is extremely irritating. The producers are doing us dirty on this one. I don't even believe fully that Victoria is like an actual real person and not just like a character that the producers created, because you can't be. I think she's a plant.
If you're gonna be rude to someone, especially someone who's not here, I'm gonna call you out and tell you it's unnecessary.
I mean, if you try to shut me down again, I probably wouldn't.
I don't just tell you about that. I'm not gonna apologize to you.
It's about to hit the fan. I just want you to know that.
I have heard that like Anna wants to go first, but like that's not happening. Sorry, Anna. I'm Elsa and you're Anna. So let it go, bitch. I'm going first.
Where does she come up with this stuff? Do you know who was really good at one-liners? Corinne. I miss Corinne. Can we have Corinne back instead of Victoria? Is that a thing? Can we trade? Stop miking people's kisses. I don't want to hear it.
I want to have the time with Matt to explore romance and friendship, and so I just want like time to explore it.
Just realizing stuff. I just want time to like explore. Like if we can explore time, to have time for exploring where things can go if we have more time and if we explore. So then Kit comes in to talk to Matt and she's like, I just feel like the chemistry is there. And then Matt's like,
Yeah.
okay, solid.
I'm used to like knowing if a guy's interested in me, so it's like scary.
I don't care how big of a bully you are. If your voice cracks and you start to cry, it's gonna get me a little bit.
Thank you, Chris Harrison. I was in the middle of a sentence. Ugh, I don't want to feel this annoyed, but I am.
I feel that. There's so many times when I don't want to feel this annoyed, but I am. Okay, so then Chris Harrison steps in. This is totally for your benefit, not a total wrench thrown in by the producers to shake things up and make things more dramatic and spicy, just because we had an outstanding amount of women who applied to be on the show for you, and we just couldn't turn them all away. They're so amazing that we had to put them on the show. Cut to Kimberly talking about her dog.
A little doggy named Bosley.
What kind of dog?
He's a Shar-Pei. He drools all the time.
All over the place?
All over the place.
This is so disrespectful for the girls who have been here. I'm like having a mental breakdown right now. Why do you get to come in halfway through like fresh-faced? I don't want them here. Go home.
So then Anna has a freak out because all the new girls are coming in and she's like,
Why do you get to come in here fresh-faced?
like you've been there for 3 weeks? Did your face really unfresh after 3 weeks? Your face unfreshed. Your face melted? It rotted? It's not fresh? He's known you for 3 weeks and he's bored? That's a Matt problem. Baby girl, the producers are your enemy, not these ladies. You would have done the same thing. Okay, then just all mean girl HE double hockey sticks breaks loose and they lose their minds, just lose them. Like their minds crawl out their ears and go run off into the distance and they don't come back. These girls lose their minds and they can't handle it. And here's the thing that I want to say about this. All of them are talking about,
Is that fair? Is that fair? They can just show up 3 weeks later. It's not fair.
did you sign a little bachelor contract that said this whole process would be fair? Did you sign a little life contract that said the whole process would be fair? No, you didn't. And what makes you deserve to be there more than any of those other 5 girls? Because the producers put you on the show first. The producers put you on the show first, baby girl. You didn't win a pageant. You didn't write an essay. You didn't earn a scholarship. You did nothing special.
Sorry, we're not trying to make you feel uncomfortable in any way right now. If you feel like an energy, it's because a lot of us are already very deeply invested in our relationship with Matt.
This is why I still like Serena. She's so cute and she's nice. She was the only one to break the ice at first and say, sorry, we're not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. You are making them feel uncomfortable, but you're not trying to. Points for Serena. Points, points, points. Stank face. Stank face. Would you look out into a crowd full of potential future wives and pick the one doing this? Nope. Stank face. Stank face. Don't cry. Don't make me feel bad for you. Tugging at my heartstrings. Nobody deserves to be sad. Even if you're a butt face, even if you're a turd, even if you're a mean girl, you don't deserve to be heartbroken and sad. Stank face. And just like that, the stank is gone. Then we have another bachelor legend. Ben Higgins comes in the house. Ben Higgins showed up, and he's gonna help.
You got to continue to be just your realist to them, and you have to be giving as much as yourself that you possibly can.
So Ben Higgins comes in and he gives the ultimate helpful advice, and he's basically like, here's what you got to do, bro. You got to be yourself. You got to give it your all.
It's craziness. Why am I going backwards?
So then, obviously in order to find the best possible match for oneself, you carve out big pumpkins and then you float them in some dirty water, and then you have people race in them, which, like, hopefully my marriage stays amazing, because we never did that. Like, I never did the pumpkin race challenge, so I don't really know if we're the best fit, you know? How could I possibly know if we're the best match if neither of us ever raced in a freaking gourd?
What is that? I couldn't find my acorn.
There we go.
But I found Brittany's, and then I hid it. I don't see. So that's good.
How can you be this mean of a person while you're wearing a squirrel costume?
You want to get out of here?
Yeah.
Was that did you guys hear that? Was that an added, did he say? Who added that? Did he do that?
I'm ticked off. Brittany's brand new. She feels entitled to time. I've been here for 3 weeks and I haven't had time. Like, you can wait your 3 weeks and then talk to me.
Do we realize how illogical that sounds? You can wait 3 weeks. You can sit around, not talk to Matt, which in 3 weeks they'll be sent home if they don't talk to him. Here's a pro tip. Don't take that dirt to the person with the biggest mouth that you know, who's literally going to stir up drama and cause a bunch of problems, but it's good for the show.
People have gone out of their way to tell me, oh my God, watch out for this girl. She is entertaining men for money. No one's sending my profile being like, watch out for this girl.
They should be sending your profile and saying, watch out for this girl. She spreads lies that aren't true, and she's really mean. Look at that smile on her face. She's so happy that she has dirt about this. Pro tip, other people's demise should not make you that happy.
Michelle.
Michelle, like, we don't know you, and you just walked in here and got the one-on-one. She's gonna have more time than I've had the entire time here.
Yeah, and Matt didn't pick you for a date. Michelle's lovely and you're not being lovely.
Brittany, I really wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
In front of everybody, I really want to talk to you.
Kind of them saying, like, watch out for this girl. That, like, you're an escort and all this stuff.
Wait, you were telling people in the house that?
I think that's an awful thing to say about someone, and I want to apologize. But also,
I realized that was an awful thing to say. That's why I told Victoria's cat, that girl, that producer, that guy's cab driver, the lady who does the COVID tests, and Chris Harrison, and Matt, and my dog. I just sent him a quick message. I would never say, that's a terrible thing to say. I would never say anything bad about anyone. I just told my babysitter, like from when I was growing up, and the girl who used to live across the street, and my piano teacher. And I also DM'd it to Claire. But that's it. Those are the only people I told. So did you want to answer for yourself? Or every time they go on a date, they like do some crazy sort of adventurous thing that couldn't possibly tell you if your person's going to be a good match for the rest of your life. And then they're like, we went flying down this thing. And it's just like, that's just like love, you know, because, you know, sometimes you're just hanging on. Sometimes it's love is a breeze. And sometimes you're just zip lining through life. If they go rock climbing, they're like, you know, love is a climb. I'd take you on a date to go get a donut and be like, love is, love is, it's good. Sometimes there's a hole. It's good. I just like donuts. Who gave them binoculars to watch the dates with? Who did? They don't have TV. They don't have books. They don't have their phones. They have alcohol and binoculars.
Do I think the new girl that just walked in here deserves a one-on-one? No. Or like,
and you deserve it because you have a bad attitude. These girls are like love to talk about what they deserve. You don't deserve stuff. What did you do? It's like had a good Instagram following and the producer said sure.
I'm able to go to work and I know that I'm making a difference. Some days it doesn't feel like that when you get home.
Yeah.
But I'm constantly thinking about like my students and what kind of year it is with the pandemic and everything at George Floyd in Minnesota this past spring. It was very close to home, and so it's been a really difficult year for my students, especially my students of color, and wanting to make sure that I can be there for them.
This is like a way deeper conversation than he has with a bunch of the girls, because the other girls are like, I'm just scared to be vulnerable and just like but I just want you to know that like I feel it. I feel the vibes when I'm with you. Like we vibe and just like I can see future stuff and you know like stuff, just life and me winning the show and just like all of our fame after this and life. What kills me about this show is that I mean obviously people like it because everybody keeps watching and I'm sure they're getting great ratings, but like what does it tell me about a person to get a close-up of them like in an outdoor shower or like doing a really intense workout in the forest?
It's been a very intense past week in the house.
They picked up a tree, a whole log.
Pent up aggression. You got to get that aggression out somehow.
So funny. Why?
Lots of energy or gain face.
So they go in the boxing ring. Katie Hulk smashes, and then my favorite part is that every time there's some sort of like fight or boxing, what ABC loves to do or the producers love to do is have the person say like, oh, I wanted to see some healthy competition, but like, oh my gosh, I didn't think that they would get that into it. Like all the tension, all the frustration, and then they're like, this is the time, this is the episode where we need to have them fight each other. And then it's like, we're going to put them all in a ring and we're going to have them fight each other. And then as soon as they do, somebody's like, I didn't think they were going to fight. I stopped it though, because I didn't think they were going to like fight. They were like into it. But I told them, you know, fight for my love and I'll propose to you. And then I was like, whoa, but don't fight.
Okay, ladies, keep it clean. Touch them up, let's go.
Their faces.
The dynamic in the house is aggressive. There's still tension from being new in the house. I'm really happy that I'm not putting on those boxing mitts.
I'd like to propose a toast to digging deeper tonight.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I was like, they all came in pretty strongly too. Yeah. It was a little too cocky. These girls just kind of swoop in. So yeah, it did feel like a slap in the face.
It was annoying that Michelle is just still getting that time.
She was like, you know, I'm gonna use this time to see if I like Matt. And I was like, you're getting a whole day to figure out if you like Matt.
Serena, no. Don't jump in. Don't join them. Katie's about to win the show. Katie's about to like win American Idol. She's about to be this superhero.
Don't come in here and tell me you deserve the one-on-one because you do not know. And don't tell me you get what it's like because you don't get it.
They act like they've been through something that's like so incredibly difficult nobody could possibly understand. Like, don't tell me that you get it because you don't get it. Don't tell me you know what it's like to have been in this mansion for 3 weeks, eating cheese, drinking wine, living in a mansion, playing dress up. You don't get it. Going on free dates, getting good food. You don't get it.
I get it, we're entitled to our feelings, but at the end of the day, they live with us, and I would hate to be on their side of this. And so the continuous like digs, at some point we gotta kind of get over it and welcome them into the house a little bit. Yeah, I know what you mean.
And Chelsea goes, so then Katie goes to Matt and she lets him know, like, hey, you girls are being mean girls and I don't think that you would appreciate it. And I think that you should say something because, like, I've been saying something. She's been saying something. She's been saying something the entire time. And every time she says something, they just, like, stare at her or laugh at her or tell her that they don't appreciate her calling them out. I just try to live my life like everything is an episode of What Would You Do, just in case. I don't want John Quinones to come popping out of the kitchen and be like, why didn't you stick up for this poor girl?
Oh man, this show, I'll tell you what. All the women were blaming the new girls and they were like attacking them and getting all bent out of shape, but like they were picked up from the same pool of applicants, so it's not like any of the other girls in the house would have been offered a chance to go into the show, even though it's late. Like, do you think they're gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna join, it's late? Bullshit. So I think it's very misguided, their anger towards these women, because the producers definitely did it just to stir up drama. They had those women just waiting to throw into the house basically to the wolves. Another thing that this show really made me mad about, it wasn't all that drama. It was the fact that they put the women into a situation where they literally have to box each other. Like, they are just fighting. Matt's like, oh, there's like a lot of emotion going on. There's like, it's kind of getting out of hand. It's like, yeah, you're getting punched in the face. Like, this has nothing to do with the emotion of the household. Like, someone is fighting you. And Matt saying, this is getting out of hand. Like, what do you expect? They are punching each other. This is a fight, and they're putting them in situations where they need to physically battle. So, Matt's dumb. Show can kick rocks. Can't wait for next week.
Next week's going to be good. I can't wait to see how Matt reacts and how he addresses the group. When in doubt, put him in a squirrel costume. Just scrape out the innards of a pumpkin, and you've got yourself a boat. So, moral of the story is don't spread rumors about people. Don't be a meanie butt face. Be nice to each other. Think about the way that you treat people. Think about the way that you talk about people. And think about the way that you talk about yourself. I hope that you guys all have a great week. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.